Hello, good day, beautiful people. I am the Inspirational Lady Noah 365 Tarot. Welcome to my channel. I greatly appreciate you being here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I trust you'll love this vibe, and everything you need to know about me is in the description below. This could be past, present, or future, you or someone around you. So take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. This is a general read. This is not a personal read. If you like one, just check out the description. Email me, and I will hook you up, okay? Tarot is a tool. It is not the final rule. It's a good idea to have an empty cup when you're on this channel and you really want to see what's up. Make sure you tell a family friend or that you know to come on over and subscribe to the channel so they can be privy to these spiritual notifications. You know what I mean? You dig what I'm saying? Okay? The first card that we have here is Explorer of Wands, okay? And Wands represents willpower. And so, collective, I see you in the energy of exploring, your life at this time. You could be going on a trip. You could be planning a trip, planning a vacation. I'm picking up the energy of someone who is a risk taker. Very brave, very confident, in the choices that you make. You're very much an individual. You're someone who could be standing in your authenticity. You're not paying attention to the naysayers or the judgment. Okay, you're not allowing anyone, people, places, or things to maybe disturb your groove. I'm hearing, don't disturb this groove. Okay, you allow people to have their opinions, but you do not internalize them. And so I see you being very brave. I'm picking up on the energy of someone who's enjoying life. You're planning a trip. You could be planning to travel to a foreign country, somewhere you've never been before. Maybe you're trying to tally up friends, collect people to maybe travel with you. You have gotten some people who, maybe they can't get time off work, or maybe they're just not interested, but you're not letting that stop you. You are like, look, I'm going on this trip I'm going on this trip anyway. And no one or nothing is going to get in my way, okay? So I'm picking up that you're very confident, okay? And Spirit is saying you are on the right path and the right mission. It is a wonderful idea for you to explore and to continue to be brave and have the willpower in order to live the life that you desire, okay? Many people pray, petition, ask for things, and then when the opportunity arrives, sometimes people are able maybe, to do certain things, and sometimes they aren't, but you're someone, you create the opportunity. I'm saying all to say, it's like you're kicking down the door and you're giving yourself access. You're not waiting. You're not going to sit and waddle, and continue to visualize, I'm picking up on someone who knows they're very frugal when it comes to their finances, to their coins. You know how to save your money. You know how to be very self-efficient. You could be a minimalist, or you could be considering it. I see someone throwing out and ridding things that they no longer use, maybe donating them. But you are looking for more things in your life here with the Scout of Wands. You're someone looking for more things to take on, more things to explore on your journey. Very brave, very beautiful energy. Lots of tenacity, lots of strength and wisdom and wit about you. Okay, but it's in the proper form. This is not the energy of someone who is arrogant. You just, you're not someone who's in low vibration. You're in high vibration. You operate out of the space of love and growth and development. If it isn't anything that's about, moving forward, you're just not interested. And so therefore, that makes it possible for you to consistently stay focused, on the joy, So I'm picking up on a traveler, someone who loves to travel. And you are planning to travel not to one, but maybe 2 or 3 different places. How beautiful. Have fun. Congratulations. Okay? Send me a postcard. Okay? Bring me a souvenir. The next card we have here is the Backpacker of Wands. Okay? And so you stay ready so you don't have to get ready. This energy here is someone who is could be studying or living a life of unorthodox beliefs. Someone who doesn't care about trends. As I said, you could care less about what anyone is thinking or feeling about you. You're on your adventure. You're living your life. You're on your path. This is part of your destiny. It's written in the stars for you to be someone who travels and explores. It's written in the stars for you to be someone who learns how to eventually stand in their authenticity in order to enjoy life, okay? I'm also picking up on someone who knows how to speak many languages, maybe 3 or 4 different foreign languages very fluently. If not yet, you could be preparing or taking classes. Okay, that's new, that's different. All right. All right now. And so the next card we have here is the Sun. And so because you are standing in your authenticity once again, you're being you, you're not imitating, you're not duplicating anyone, you're just living your best life for you. There's lots of abundance and prosperity, that will be placed in your path on your mission, not just given to you, but it's the actions that you have given yourself. So therefore there will be a reaction. So it's just a response of how you choose to live your life. There's always a response to every action, and every action that you have taken, Spirit is saying, has caused and required lots of prosperity and abundance, to flow onto you vivaciously and with ease, okay, safe and easy. Not to say that your life is going to be perfect, but you have a lot of positive opportunities headed your way. Spirit wants you to keep the same energy because it is beautiful, even if you're not planning to travel to a foreign country, when you return, keep the same energy of being single-minded, of being authentic, being original, not caring about what anyone thinks, not giving 2 ucks what anyone thinks, okay? Living your life, letting nothing stop you or block you. I'm also picking up on someone who does not like gossip. I'm picking up on someone trying to come to you, being a chatty patty, and I see you walking away from them, turning your back like, you're not about to ruin my sunshine. I got the sun shining over here. And as a matter of fact, I'm over here planting more seeds of growth. Let me get away from your low vibing ass. So you're getting right away from the low vibrational people, okay? You like, I got sun over here. Don't you see? Don't you see all this blossoming? Don't you see all these sunflowers here? Look, I'm planting more seeds because I got more to do, and I'm thankful and grateful to do it. Get your low vibrational up out of here. I see you turning your back because you're not allowing anyone to stop this growth. This growth represents happiness, abundance, prosperity, peace, good health, okay? Healthy relationships, whether they're friendships, business partnerships, or something romantic, just a lot of good energy, being able to enjoy the bliss, all the bliss that life has to offer, and exploring it and just enjoying it overall, okay? And so people are seeing this growth. They see your prosperity. They're seeing your light. And what it is, Spirit is saying, they want to cling to it. They want to enjoy what you have, but they're not willing to do the work for themselves. So when they see your light, when you enter a room, I'm also picking up on positive energy. And one thing I could tell you, that I know for sure, collective, whenever you're someone who's high vibing, okay, I'm not talking about being perfect, but someone who sees the glass half full, when you're around low vibing energy and to conversate with someone who's just not in that space, they're going to try to attack. You might have a lot of people try to throw verbal jabs here and there when you try to conversate. I'm picking up on someone who does experience this from time to time, even from total strangers. You may get a little jab here and there, or a person may try to throw some shade, and you're probably like, what is that for? I don't even know you. But you're doing the right thing, because I'm picking up, you tune it out. And Spirit is saying, keep that same energy, because no matter who you are or what you do in this world, collective, there will always be a opposing energy, and that's not to project negative energy. It's just the truth. And so Spirit is saying, keep that same energy, because you're not allowing anyone to stop you from this growth, stop you from enjoying the sunshine, stop you from smelling or picking the flowers, stop you from planting your seeds, stop you from enjoying the view, stop you from traveling, and stopping you from being brave or courageous. Yes, I'm picking up the whole spread. And stop you from, not giving 2 ucks about it, okay? So Spirit wants you to keep that same energy. It looks good on you. It is beautiful. It's bringing you prosperity, okay? And it's going to help propel you forward, okay? Don't engage with the goofy. There will be people who will try to provoke a situation. When they see that you are confident, continue to hold the light. Ignore and tune out those who are on your level. If you're speaking, with sense, or you're speaking from the heart, and someone wants to jump in a conversation and say something foolish, Spirit is saying, don't even respond. Let it be. They're part of the mission. You know, they're really an NPC. They're a non-playable character. You know, they could be a soulless being. They could feel that they have nothing to live for. I said they could feel that they have nothing to live for. So therefore, people will try to attack your glow. People will try to attack your prosperity. People get angry when you're not doing what they are doing. And so Spirit wants you to be mindful of that. And so they're telling me to continue, because I was getting ready to close out. You know, be mindful of that. You know, people want you to do what they are doing. You know, if they're sad, they want you to be sad. You know, if they're full of anxiety, they want you to be anxious and full of anxiety. But Spirit wants you to not allow these people, when you come up against, or not up against, because they're against themselves, okay? To tune them out and just don't engage. Really give them no conversation, okay? Give them no conversation, no action whatsoever, okay? Is there anything else collective need to know regarding this beautiful read, collective? Is there anything else the collective needs to know? Oh, wow, perfect. Perfect. All right. Yeah. Okay. Source wants you to stay focused on your passion. And your passion is living your best life, standing in your authenticity, being brave, you know, traveling the world, learning new things. You love learning new things. You're like a sponge, okay? It gets you excited, okay? Someone's a book lover. You get excited, okay? Yes. You say, forget an ebook. I'm going to purchase a real book, okay? You know, it's all about your confidence. I said it's your light. So continue to shine and only deal with or entangle yourself with people, places, and things that are on your frequency. Be mindful of engaging with people who feel they have nothing to live for. Low vibrational energy, antagonizing, narcissistic people. Stay away from these people, because I'm picking up on this energy is yours, but there are some haters among you, possibly observing you, wanting to mirror your life, but they're not willing to do the work, as I once said. They're on a mission to try to disrupt, but you're too confident for that, and you know who you are, and you know what to do as well as how to protect yourself. Later.